Hey everybody, and welcome back to another work vlog. In today's video, I will be taking you along with me for a full day as a mobile massage therapist. Let's get to it. So, quick fit check, plain black athleisure, like always, comfortable, simple. Next, I am moving on to packing my bag. I'm using the duffel bag today because I had 3 patients, which requires more than just the book bag, one of which needs pillow support because she can't lay on her stomach, so a lot of her session is done in the side lying position, which requires extra cushioning. So throwing those in the bag. Next, I am getting my sheet sets together so that, this is actually that Dollar Tree find that I got probably about 2 months ago. It holds a lot of sheets. I will say this was actually a really good investment. I've been quite surprised by how well this has held up and how much it has actually held. So since I have 3 patients today, that calls for 3 sheet sets. And when I say sheet sets, I'm talking a fitted sheet, a flat sheet, a thermal sheet, and pillowcases for the face cradle covers. Well, to act as face cradle covers. And I probably could fit 2 more sets in here if I really wanted to. Like, look at that. All you gotta do is just smash it down and it'll fit. I also realized at this point that I had put my bag was actually inside out, and that's why I was struggling. I didn't realize it until later, but the handle is actually supposed to be on the outside to carry it. Anyway, got a new holster for my lotions. It's so cute. And I upcycled one of the bags that the sheet sets came in, so if anybody needs an upcycling idea, there you go. And in that, I just have Lysol wipes, antibacterial soap, lotions, oils, and that's it. And then I have my bolster, of course. That's going in the duffel as well. I think I want another one because this one is by the brand Bamboo, which is fine. However, it's not like a true massage bolster made of like pleather or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, it's not top priority, but I definitely feel like I should get another one that's not made of fabric because it doesn't absorb the oils like that one does. So that's it for the duffel bag. Well, that's it for what's going inside the duffel bag. So I'm just clasping everything together. This thing, I'm really impressed with this duffel bag too, truthfully. And people can hate on it. I will say that again. People hated on me for this duffel bag, and I don't see why. Look at it. Front pockets. So in my front pockets, I have gloves, BioFreeze, KT tape scissors, and KT tape, which I didn't take out, but it's in there. And then in the second pocket, I have PPE, masks, a notebook in case I need to write something down. What else? Oh, a taser, which I haven't had to use yet, but you never know. A pen for writing, of course. What else we got? We got mouthwash, an Absolute, and hand sanitizer, which is also an Absolute. So those go there. And I'll show you guys how I do lunch. I don't get a traditional lunch. So I basically have to eat in the car like a CDL driver and find somewhere to wash my mouth out when I'm done eating, and I'll show you guys that later. Coincidentally enough, moving on to the lunch bag, I did not meal prep my lunch for this specific week. So what ended up, I ended up having to buy stuff, which is annoying, but I did have all my snacks prepped. Like I have an apple, a protein yogurt, a granola bar, and then some zero sugar candy, which will get eaten completely, trust me. And then after that, I'm moving on to actually loading up the truck or SUV. It's an SUV. Now, this was only for content purposes specifically. Normally, I would have this taken care of the night before. But again, I was not on my P's and Q's. And so it didn't get done. But that's okay because then I had something extra to film and actually show you guys. But yeah, putting my back seats down, moving my little like storage thingy out of the way, coming around the other side, putting that back seat down. I love my car so much. I have a Nissan Kicks. It's a 2024. I love her. Like, she's just such a perfect size for me. It fits a lot, you know, it's cute. It's like, it's not quite compact. It's almost like a crossover. So it's not a sedan, but it's not really an SUV. But it's like, it's not big and then it's not small. So I love it. Lift with the knees, people. It's giving form. Come on, proper form. This table fits perfect in the back of my trunk too. And then, of course, just throwing the duffel bag on top. And then making sure nothing is, like, loosey-goosey. I'm happy with it. Close the trunk and the doors. And getting ready to start the car here so that we can head out. Now, I did realize that I was ahead of the schedule. Okay, so my first patient of the day wasn't until 11. And it does take me 30 minutes to get there. So I knew I was going to have a little bit of time, which is fine. I do utilize my downtime to just strictly do admin work. So we'll get to that as well. Period. Come on, passenger princess. I also was trying to test out my camera too to see how well this angle would work out. And I actually like it, which is why I threw it in here. I like the vibe. Because my mirrorless is not really meant for vlogging. But I'm trying to make it work until I can get a new camera, which is on the way. Look at the scenery, period. It's so pretty here in Virginia. Now, this is a little bit saturated. By little, I mean a lot. But it was such a pretty vibe to pass up on. And on this specific day, it was actually 55 degrees outside. Still winter, mind you. But it was like that gray look. And I was like, no, I want to see bright colors. So that's why I'm giving you guys this video in high saturation. And this is me sitting in the car for the next 30-ish minutes. Prepping notes. Logging my mileage, which is an absolute. You have to log your mileage. You are missing out on tax money at the end of the year if you don't. So I'm doing that here. And after that, I am going to take out the table and the duffel and head inside to my first patient of the day's house. This specific patient I see every single Wednesday for 90 minutes. And I love that. Love that for her. Love that for me. It's giving consistency, which I like. And at this point, her husband's always like, oh, like you can just walk into the house. I'm like, nah. I'll ring the doorbell first. All right. 3 hours later, it is now, 2 hours later. Hour and a half later, it's now lunchtime. Oh my God. Into Dollar Tree. Yes. Dollar Tree's here. Dollar Tree. So my meal plan for the week was supposed to be tuna salad with crackers, and it didn't end up happening. So I am here looking for a tuna salad, and they didn't have any gluten-free crackers in Dollar Tree because why would they? But I did end up finding this jalapeno tuna salad, which is what I was going to end up making anyway, and these guacamole chips, which I'm excited to try. Dollar Tree also low-key was eating a little bit. They had these gluten-free granola bites. So I'm going to try those too. I have my gluten-free yogurt, electrolyte water, and now I'm ready to eat guacamole chips first because I am a whore for chips. Those were actually so fire. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm a chip witch. If I don't eat anything, it's going to be a bag of chips. And I'm just being for real. And the tuna packet actually was not bad. And the combo together was fire. Some of you guys might find that disgusting, but a girl's got to eat, and I needed my macros for the day. After that, ate my yogurt, drank my water, and then I was just trying those granola bites. They were decent. I think my taste buds were slightly skewed from those guacamole chips. because I think those chips had quite a bit of onion powder on them. So I couldn't really taste the s'mores flavor, but they were decent. Yeah, moving on. So again, like I said, we got some downtime. So my next set of patients aren't until 4 o'clock. And yeah, just taking the time to write the note for my first patient of the day, get a head start on that. And then anytime I have downtime like this, I just do straight admin work. So whether that's social media content, marketing, soap note prep, answering text messages, logging the mileage, of course, looking at my income, anything admin based is how I spend my downtime. And this specific note was going to take a while because the treatment I had for to start my day was going to take a little bit more of an in-depth note. And yes, as massage therapists, well, at least in the state of Virginia, we should be writing soap notes. Some states don't require it, which I think is bonkers from a liability and legality standpoint. So, as you can see here, I'm locked in. I know for a fact I was writing the note here because this is how I look when I write soap notes. Locked the fuck in. And when we write notes, I write them as if I'm trying to claim insurance reimbursement, even though I'm not. Just because it keeps my midterm knowledge up, and then, God forbid, if I ever get audited and somebody actually has to read my note from the Board of Nursing, I want it to look good. So that's that. And then after that, I ducked off to a grocery store so I could wash my mouth out because that tuna fish, no girl. And then this was me heading to my final appointments for the day. Again, just a pretty little scenery vibe. I do like being in the car, though. I like being out and about. Mobile massage therapy is probably one of the best decisions I've ever made career-wise. I'm not hemmed up to an office anymore, like a prisoner. I get to be outside, and it'll be 10 times better when spring and summer hits. Oh my God, I can't wait. And then I didn't leave those appointments until 6:19, which actually isn't bad. Not bad at all. Because I like to get home by at least 7. And then, of course, once I got home, I took my duffel down to the basement. So that way in the morning, I can just throw all the dirty linens in the washer and spray my bag down and all that fun stuff. And then just post-work stuff, cleaning out my lunch bag, throwing stuff away before I get ready to eat dinner, which I did meal prep. I was, with it enough to do my dinner because that was a non-negotiable. Lunch, I can figure that out, but dinner, that has to be done. And I was super proud of myself. I actually ended up making chicken curry with carrots, potatoes, rice. I was so proud. It looks so good. Yes. Come through, chicken curry. Too good. And then after that, took a shower, washed my ass, and then laid up in the bed and ended the night with a little book here. So that's it, you guys. That is my day, realistically. And I appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in. Until next time, see you later.